hey, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a bit mishmash, but first I wanted to show you my hoodie. So I got an hoodie sent to me. This is a gift, but look at her. Like, I know it's currently summer, so she's not going to get worn for, I mean, probably not even that long, because I don't know why my house does not retain heat. I'm currently sleeping in long sleeve pajamas under a blanket, so potentially I am going to be wearing her very shortly. So yeah, so I got the pink tie-dye one, and I do have a discount code for £35 off. It is just Saskia35. It'll be in the description, but I'll put it on the screen as well. It's so nice. It's very heavy. Like, I think I got a message from, like, I think it was Every that dropped it off, and they're like, oh, your parcel is like 1.6 kilos. I was like, really? And like, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel, I mean, like even a kilo, but she's massive. I'm probably not going to put it on show you right now, but if I do, you'll get a clip of that. If not, I'll put a picture from the website of what it looks like. But yeah, I got the, I don't know if it was pink or peach tie-dye, but I just wanted a tie-dye one. Maybe it was a mistake getting it white because I just spilled stuff, but it literally goes like all the way down to your knees. If you've watched any of my vlogs, you'll see that I literally only wear those like grey, really baggy joggers and then a long top half. This can now replace my long top half, so I can wear this with a long baggy joggers. And it's like, it's fluffy on the inside, it's got fluff on the sleeves, but it's also got like, you know what I mean? It's got like the, you know. It's also, Jesus, it has a pocket so big I could probably put a laptop in that. Like, maybe when I'm just scurrying along to Jade's room because I miss her, I'll just like, I can put my iPad in that pocket and then take it with me to Jade's room. So yes, this is my hoodie. She's very large, but I do love her. She's so big she can't fit in my cupboard. She does currentently hang on a coat rack outside of my room, but yeah, she's very soft. She's very nice. And I will leave a link for, the one I bought and then also my discount code, just in case you're interested. But I really like the tie-dye ones. I like the purple one, the blue one, and then there's also fun ones. It's like a plant mum one. But I was like, but that's a bit too fun. I was like, I'm quite a bland person. I don't know if I'm quite up to plant mum life. And also, the one plant I got from Freshers Fair died instantly, so who's the real winner here? So yeah, basically, I'm just gonna give you a couple of random days of clips of footage. So I went to Primark a couple of days ago when my flatmate was here, miss you Jade, and I bought this like bralette top. It was in the pyjama section, but I love it. So I went back today hoping to get more of this sage green, because it turns out I really like sage green, and hoping to get the cream one, but they didn't have it. So I bought a white one and a grey one, because this is also a great top to wear with my long joggers. And I also went to the charity shop and bought a summer dress because I'm struggling with summer. I only really seem to have like play suits, but play suits are like so short on the bum that I can't sit down. So I bought this from Naomi House and Jack's Place. I don't know, it's £5 from a charity shop. So yeah, that is like my haul section. We'll now go back in time, and I will insert clips of basically, I bought an iPad. I know, it's come from nowhere. I've probably shown it in my last vlog though. Came out of nowhere. I unboxed it like 2 weeks ago, so I will now insert Saskia unboxing an iPad clips. Just kind of being happy that it was very like smooth and sleek. So, I know I have an Amazon order coming today, but I think this is my iPad. I ordered an iPad because I wanted one. Do I need any more justification than that? I don't think so. I think that's enough. Because I did a psychology study and I got 100 quid, and I bought an iPad for 140. So, kind of free. And I think if you can afford it, and I wanted one, treat yourself. Because I didn't get myself anything for finishing first year. I was going to get myself Squishmallows and they were all out of stock. So I was like, well, here's my treat for finishing first and second year. And then my mum bought me the accessories. Because I am a child. I might be 20 because I'm a baby. Let's see. Oh, it does say, I got it from CEX because they had one on back market for literally like 90 quid and it was like 200 gigabytes. I mean, it was space grey, so like, ooh. But back market reviews, ooh, risky. I've never had an iPad. I don't know how an iPad works. I wasn't expecting it till much later. I just love that it's just here. Do I just... Feels so cute. I think I got a refurbished B. So there's nothing... What did I get? C? I think I got B because I was like, treat yourself. Where's the power button? The power button's at the top. It has a touch ID. Oh, it needs charging. But yeah, we'll charge my iPad and then set that up, I guess. But I've been to the library to get Wi-Fi because obviously we don't have it in this house. And I got my iPad all set up. Well, semi-set up. I need to put the screen protector on, but I didn't want to put the screen protector on if it didn't work, because then when I return it, that's a waste of a screen protector because it can't, like, I'll rip it off but I won't get the stick back. So yeah, I'll do, once I've fully set it up, I'll do a little tour of like the case and everything. I mean, the case doesn't really stay shut because it's not really magnetic or anything, but this is literally the only case I could find that had like bumpers. So like, my phone one has like, I think it's J-Tech, where it has like bumpers on it, because funnily enough, if I drop anything, I actually want it to be safe. Like, a lot of them were literally just, now I can't get it up, like just this material, but with no protection. I'm like, well, I don't want a case for the pretties. Well, I slightly do, but I function. Yeah. So I have an iPad Air 2 because it was the cheapest, most functional, and everyone loved the Air. So I put a little lock screen on. I did my Touch ID when it works. And then I'm just playing around with widgets and shortcuts. Took my sweet time figuring out how to add a shortcut to your home page. And also, when I was downloading apps on here, they started popping up on my phone and I was like, I don't know how to turn that off. So we're still figuring out widgets and everything. But I've got some apps. I've tried, there we go, I've put some shortcuts in. I'm figuring it out. And I made all my icons on Canva because I don't really know what to do. I'm sure I'll change my mind on like the theme of my iPad at some point, but here she is. She's gorgeous. Here is what's now kind of happening with everything. Basically, everything's kind of going wrong. Just kind of completely. Nothing's working for me with my degree. We don't talk about the grades I got for semester 2. That's not going to get shown on the face of the internet because that was an upsetting time. I have appealed one of them, and right, I asked my tutor like semester 1, because I got one bad grade, but it was one bad grade within a 3-question essay which was worth 50%, so it only ended up being worth like 10% or something, but it was still like a horrendous grade. And I asked my tutor if there's anything he could do about it, and he was like, no, you can't. Turns out he's a liar. So I couldn't appeal it because we can only appeal if you either have like special cons that you wouldn't have been aware of during the exam, your lecturers took too long to mark it and because of that they probably gave you a different grade, or you have new information. I didn't have new information, it was just objectively marked wrong. Turns out I could complain about that, so I complained about that. Was I changed my grade? No, but was it marked wrong? Yes. Because basically it was a 2-part question and she didn't like my answer to part 1. Well, she didn't like the conclusion to part 1, but the rest of the content was objectively correct, but then she's like, nah, you dumb. And basically, we have had to pick our 3rd year modules. I think I filmed some of it in my moving out vlog when basically like the module fair opened, so there was like a group of modules that we can pick. They're not very good. So they've taken out one of the modules that was kind of the reason I came to Southampton. The reason I picked universities was basically based on the module choices. So like, I highlighted all of the modules and I was like, whichever one has the most modules that I should like, I'll go to. First of all, it turns out that the modules that sound good online, they're not actually good. So yeah, so for year 3, I have now picked what I originally picked. In semester 1 we picked 3, in semester 2 we picked 2. Semester 1 I had originally picked, well, we do our lit review. We had intro to educational psychology, intergroup relations, and childhood maltreatment and mental health. Sounds like an okay bunch. Only problem was potentially going to be intergroup relations because it's an in-person multiple choice exam. However, I've been able to like prep for that. I was chill. Like it looks like interesting content. They've now moved that to semester 2, but they've not actually swapped it with anything. So there's nothing from semester 2 that's moved forwards. So they've moved that to semester 2, which meant I needed another semester 1 option. So now I'm no longer doing intergroup relations. I'm instead doing social and psychological approaches to sexual health. And then in semester 2, we do clinical psych, research paper, which is just dissertation, psychology of advertising, and then I'm doing human sexual diversity. I'm doing 2 kind of sexual health modules, but they seem okay. What I've done is, yes, I picked based off assessment method and previous average grade. So in my notebook, I literally just have like the name, who runs it, what semester it's in, the assessment methods, and then the grade averages. So like psychology of advertising, the average for the poster was a 70. If the average was a 70, and I'm never on the average, I'm always above the average, means I'm probably going to be above the average in that. Like, that's kind of how I picked. And also kind of like looking at what grades I want to come out with, what grades I can achieve. So yeah, I also, because I was bored, I went through how I'm trying to kind of predict what grade I'm going to finish up with, and whether I'm going to be like on a boundary, far into a boundary, basically am I going to get first. I've worked out that I'm on average around 5 marks above the mean. So if I'm looking at some of these means, like sometimes the mean's been like 67. So that means that on average, I would be at like a 71, 72. But there's also been instances when I've been 10 above the mean twice, in second year, and then in first year I was above the mean by 13 once. So there is potential for me to be significantly above the mean. I have been below the mean once by 0.02. It's very hard being below average intelligence. So yeah, so those are the modules I'm now doing, and I basically need to just write them all up nicely.